Hello, guys. Like every other YouTuber, pretty much of Helldivers 2 is doing, today we're going to, look at the question and answers that was asked on Discord. The former CEO, which finally he's back from a vacation. Let's hope he can fix the game. Apparently, I don't know. Anyway, a quick summary. Many thanks to this guy who apparently is a Discord a Reddit moderator who posted this. And okay, we'll be talking about balance, boosters, bugs, clans, chargers, collabs going okay, dev team, enemies, eruptor, flamer, in-game economy, max, miscellaneous, performance, PSN, quality of life. Okay, test servers even. Weapon customization. Ooh. Alright, guys, before getting into the video with no breaks, I'd like to take a few seconds to talk about our new sponsor, Chad Computers. Love the name, by the way. I'd buy a PC from them just because of it. Jokes aside, I'd like to show you a special offer, the Firebat T6AX gaming laptop. You can see the specs right now on screen. It has an RTX 4060 with 8 gigs of VRAM. Honestly, the standard GPU for getting your first laptop. 16.1 inches monitor with 240 Hz refresh rate, and an AMD R7 7435H CPU with 8 cores and 16 threads, and can clock itself up to 4.5 GHz. AMD CPUs have been on the better end lately, so this is just a plus. You also get 16 gigs of DDR5 RAM at 4800 clock speed, and in the bundle, you will also be able to get a $60 Steam game. And not gonna lie, Black Myth Wukong, which just came out, will be the perfect pick for me. You can get this product via my affiliate link, you can find it in the description. Many thanks to Chat Computers for sponsoring this video. Now, back to the video. Okay, let's start. Let's not waste a single second. Any chance of a collaboration with DRG, Coffee Stain? Well, we are looking to do collabs. I think it's more important that we improve the state of the game and the quality of our updates. That is the best answer we could give. Sure, we can have those fancy collabs eventually, but first we need to have a stable and fun game, and that's perfect. Let's move on. Very great game. We love to see stronger weapons, but with that, more enemies to balance out our new power. Stronger weapons equals to more enemies. But the anti-tanks need to kill heavy faster, okay? I agree, weapons should feel powerful as it's in the box. Oh, he noticed that the box says that weapons are overpowered. And with the box, I mean the PS5 Helldiver 2 digital, not digital copy, well, solid copy, whatever that is. Anyway, auto steam booster that takes away the steam animation. Oh, okay, a booster. We once had a backpack that was a robot arm that steamed anyone nearby. I think this idea is cool, but you really need to you need to give control to the player when you want your backpack to steam others, because steaming at the wrong moment could, even though steaming gives you only positive effects, steaming at the wrong moment could cause some issues here and there. But in general, it would be nice. Yes. Anyway, I've not really seen a placer for the Angel or Rep 80 HD1 gear. I don't know what's that. Let me Google that real quick. Uh, Helldivers 1 Angel. What is it? What is that? Is it? Oh, okay. Looks like some sort of healing thing. Magazine. Oh, it's a backpack. Okay, yes. And the Rep 80. What is the Rep 80? Rep 80. One use only. Oh, this is probably, yeah, it has a cog in the background. This is probably the weapon that repairs vehicles and heals teammates. This would be very, very dope to have, actually. I agree. I agree. I'm not really seeing a place for the Angel or Rep 80 in this game, to be honest. Steams are so strong already. Okay, well, yeah, kind of. But something that repairs vehicle, we need something like that. Agree, a bit of regret there, and we don't want to have Steams either. Okay, all right. So he's regretting that we have Steams, so they couldn't introduce this stuff from the previous game. I mean, you could introduce it. Why not? Like, it's a backpack. I can use, like, if I want to be a medic, why not? I don't see the problem here. Is the dev team 100% right now, or is it still 50-50? Because I'm lost here. We are at like 80%. So some people are still on vacation. That's what this means, right? Any enemy encounter chasing changes in the horizon? Probably, but we have to tread carefully. Yeah, I wouldn't want another impaler to happen, right? Is there any chance of an auxiliary drone or of the sort being the game? It'd be really nice if we got a stratagem that's like that one in Mission Call of Duty Modern Warfare where you control an AC-130. So some sort of air support that you call in as a stratagem. Yeah, makes sense. I wanted that for such a long time. Drone controller, backpack or something. Maybe a support weapon or an engineer wants it. Okay. He likes the idea. Maybe we'll see in the future. Like, he doesn't say he's gonna implement they're gonna implement it, but he likes the idea. That's what's important. What's your opinion on Chaos Divers? Chaos Divers, sorry. I think it's interesting. Play the game the way you like. Yeah, just don't be toxic, guys, please. For the love of God. We have a civil war going on, lol. I wish we had more functionality in the in Galactic War to show the effects. Maybe in the future, who knows? Can we spend samples on one-time use items like extra ammo, steams, grenade caps for one mission or operation? It's a good idea, and actually the way boosters used to work. So you could buy boosters. Oh, you could buy boosters for one-time use in a mission with samples. Yeah, sounds cool, but like if you do something like this, those boosters needs to be worth it. Because I'm not bringing fucking UAV in a level 10 mission, if I have to pay for it, like nope, that's trash. Anyway, I'm wondering whether it is worth considering fixing a few basic issues, which would make certain weapons feel more viable and more fun without even buffing anything, like the misaligned scopes and the -1 damage fall off, aside from making more weapons more reliable and fun without the need for any design changes. Okay, yeah, for sure. The misaligned scopes is so annoying. Yeah, of course it's annoying, and it's in the game since launch, Johan. This needs to be fixed, for fuck's sake. Some sort of sample sharing pool. I'd love to give my friends who don't play much my samples or medals because I'm always maxed. Oh, this would be nice, yeah, why not? Agree. The concern would be real money transfer and influx of cheaters that would sell items. Yeah, this is right, unfortunately. Are boss fights like what we had in HD1 something that's on the table as possible addition? Maybe. I mean, boss fights sound dope, not gonna lie. Especially like imagine fighting a boss with your team having the Bastion tank. Like holy shit, that would feel so fucking good. They teased a cape regarding the review bombing cape. Still have to see that. Don't hold your breath here. We don't want to release it until we get more clarity on the country issue. I really like other YouTubers have made speculations on the country issue. I don't know what this is, but I strongly hope that we will get this cape once all countries are unlocked from the restriction of PSN. Like that would bring the game back on track better than any balance patch. I swear, I promise you. So I strongly hope this is why. Hi, any updates on the review bomb cape again? Basically, review cape is waiting for region conclusion. I don't even know what this means, so maybe just what I just said. I don't know. We don't want before it's get resolved. Okay, it's not concluded yet. Could someone really return on their decision? The other way around. The final decision if it will be sold in more countries. Okay. I'm liking what I'm liking what I'm reading so far. I've noticed that whenever I complete a mission, my fans on my PC start running at full blast. Not here, not for me at least. Has something changed the mission on the screen recently that has caused this? Problem is we have tech instability. Oh yeah, the game keeps crashing every other game, every other mission. So yes, like I crashed while joining a mission earlier, and like and then and at this moment the Steam is down and I can't log in Steam to play anything. So that pissed me off even more. But that's a side note. Would it be possible to adjust the weapon positioning on the character's shoulder when switching the camera angle? This tweak would significantly enhance both realism and tactical gameplay. Hey, we did not do this because the amount of animations required would be doubled of what we have, slowing development of new weapons and making the system harder to maintain. Yeah, that's actually true. I agree that I want it, but we need to improve the quality of releases first. Oh, so maybe we'll get it in the future. I mean, yeah, it's a little fancy thing we could get once the game is back on track, let's say. Modern engines have something called animation mirroring. I imagine it's mirroring, but we are not using a modern engine. Yeah, you guys need to port your game to a new engine. You've got to do that, please. As a big fan of the black and yellow OG armors, my favorite color, absolutely. Actually, it's not yellow, but like a very light orange, similar to yellow. Will we get some version with engine repair at some point? The team is working on a color mod system, same as vehicle patterns for armor. Thank God I can customize the color pattern of my armor to make it look dope. I can't wait. I'm tired of looking like a clown, like red, white, green when I when I use my medic armor. Please, please. Jeez, dude. Okay, move on. What are the chances of us getting infrared/night vision scopes or sights? Short term, low. Long term, high. So soon, low. Eventually, yes. Pretty much. This is what it translates to. Okay, I like it, but it's not like about this specific scope type. I want upgrades. Like I don't want to change only the scope of my weapon. A scope change would be amazing because certain weapons have trash scopes that are completely useless, especially if you're not playing on the highest graphics. It's just so fucking bad, I swear. But what if I want some different kind of ammunition or I don't know a compensator on my muzzle so I reduce recoil of the weapon? Why not? A longer barrel so I can make my bullet travel faster. Can I please have my last 13 trident? This must be a laser weapon. What the hell is it? Let me check. Okay, it looks like a primary or secondary weapon. Oh, it's a shotgun. Okay, a shotgun, a laser shotgun would be really dope. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, yeah, that's why it's called trident. Of course, it's a shotgun. I think it is in the list of upcoming weapons, but not 100% sure on this. I mean, I would hope so. Why wouldn't you include all the stuff that was in the previous game? That would be unfair and stupid. Were you aware of the changes to the flamethrower put through as a bug fix, quote unquote, that included changing the graphics? I read about it on Facebook when at a family dinner during vacation. I understand what it aimed to do, but it was not iterated upon enough, and the VFX looks like Team Fortress 1. So it looks like what? A PS1 game? Bro, like you shouldn't like I get it that you were on vacation, but the team should just do small bug fixes while the majority of people is not at the studio. Like you don't like you guys. I said it in my previous video. You guys hyped up a massive update and that added close to nothing. More frustration it added. That hyped up so much of the player base, and in the end, it had nothing. Come on. Do you need to give a slap on the wrist to your team every time, Johan? It's like being a babysitter with a child that doesn't stop moving, and if you don't keep an eye on the child is gonna mess something up, broke a fucking plant pot, or I don't know, kill itself. No, maybe that's a bit too much, but you get the point. I shouldn't have said that. Well, my videos are not monetized anyway, so who cares? When can we expect the next balance update, and will it contain more bugs? I will have to talk to the term first to get up to speed before I can speak to it. Okay, so he's just taking it slow here. Okay, that's fine. I mean, yeah, like the game is already on the brink of death. Okay, if he dares to say something here, promises something, and it doesn't happen, they are fucked, legit. And I skipped a couple of questions. Sorry. Here, how is the staff morale doing? I see so much negativity out here sometimes. I wouldn't want it to raise stress levels on the dev team. It's hard. It's a tricky situation. The criticism is valid, but it causes low morale. And low morale causes low development speed. Talk about negative spiral. I think it's important for us to reiterate to the team that criticism happens because people care. Yes, we care, of course. I'm not criticizing your game because I want it to die. I'm doing my fucking best to give you suggestions, guys, and other YouTubers are doing it too. Okay, to get the game back on its track. The game is like a train. If it derails, it's over. The worst thing would have been if we fucked up and no one cared. Okay, this is what Giorgiani said pretty much. Anyway, can you guys take a look at the Blitzer and it not being able to hit some enemies that are near destructible environment element like chairs, tables, fences, and whatnot? Seems like something that would be uneasy to fix. Okay, well then I hope to see it in the next patch. When can we expect the next balance update? Okay, I answered this a moment ago. What about all weapons instantly losing 1 damage when the shot leaves the barrel unless you are moving forward? This is the weapon damage drop-off, which honestly, it can make sense for things like maybe the Slugger, but only if you guys revert all the nerfs down to it. This would be the perfect balance for the Slugger if you don't want it to be effective at high range. Okay, but so some weapon might need this, but weapons like the rocket launchers, no. Just no. We should round up instead of just round the damage. It's based on the velocity of the projectile. Okay. The heavier the projectile, the less damage fall off. I think we need weapon upgrades and customization to be able to tailor playstyle for advanced divers. Yes, we do. We want weapon upgrades. The first game had them, and even though they were as simple as putting a bayonet on your weapon, they were so cool. An upgrade always feels good to have. Changing the behavior of your weapon, it feels good. It feels nice because you can change your playstyle, and maybe if there's a lot of attachments, you can have unique things. Like you could maybe turn a weapon into a grenade launcher. I don't know. I'm making an example. Like for example, imagine the Dominator with a few upgrades to the projectile or to the barrel. Like imagine adding explosive damage to the Dominator. Like it would be so dope. Not gonna lie. So okay, let's hope we get this eventually. What name would you give the little larva in the jar? A good portion of the community has dubbed it Steve. Classic name, of course. Would you agree? Or do you have a better name? I always called her Larvis. Okay, cool name. Can we expect AT-47 emplacement from my HD1 in future? Oh, finally, this is what I talked about in my HMG emplacement video. Oh my god, yes, it's so cool. We only have 1 emplacement, but more are coming. More are coming! Yes, I can't wait, dude. I want to shoot those massive charges with the AT-47 emplacement and feel good while doing it. Then yes, I can't wait for that. This is getting me so excited because I'm a super big fan of emplacements. Fuck yeah. What do you think about of this idea? Auto reload on picking up ammo from resupplies? Oh, he's talking about this is pretty much like the one of the perks in DRG where after you resupply, your weapon gets automatically reloaded by magically. But yeah, it's a game, of course. I have to manually reload ammo on my spear slash anti-tank or primary before picking up supplies to not waste ammo. It filling up my mag would be so cool. We want to keep it grounded, no magical bullet transferal. And of course, he is right. Especially like it's fine on DRG, but on a game like Helldivers 2, it makes sense that you have to reload before picking up your supply. Makes sense. What about reloading mechs, like picking up ammo while in the mech or assigning the last used mech like a support weapon? It would be so fun if you could use the mech the entire game. I would love it. Oh, really? We have some thoughts on how mech rearm would work, potentially as a tactical objective or vehicle-based stratagem, or both. Oh, this would be so dope! A secondary objective that once conquered can resupply maybe you, like it has ammo for you, infantry Helldiver, or your vehicles. Like imagine resupplying the Bastion tank and have tank support the entire game. This sounds so dope and gives me goosebumps. Please do this. Please, we want something like this. Johan, please. Does this mean no beta test servers, or will there still be one? We will have an experimental server at some point. It's being worked on. It will be a restricted group of active users and some sort of NDA attached. We don't want spoilers for those that aren't testing. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so they pretty much are saying that they want testers for the test server. Okay, that's fine. Can we get a shower in the ship? Something we can interact with after? Yeah, I would like this. I don't like being all dirty with the shit in the shit I got covered in the mission. Like my armor has to be shiny. Okay. Yes. Yes. He said yes. Just yes. Please. Yes. Okay. That's fine. Has mech customization been considered add-ons, mix and match weapons? Yes. It is an inactive discussion. Good. Let's hope they decide yes, because we want that. They should know that we want that. The more the better. Pre-saved loadouts, this would be dope. Not gonna lie, just like a DRG. That's in the works somewhere, so it's coming. Okay, very well, nice. So I can have my chill flamethrower vs bugs loadout, and then my anti-tank vs bugs loadout with the spear, or my railgun against the bots. Be so dope. I will do a video on Dragon, so guys, on Dragon soon. Don't worry, guys. How do we deal about being able to bring in Thief buddies at some point? Okay, so Thief soldiers, okay. This is in the works, haha. So much is being worked on. The stability and balance controversies get in the way of us giving you the amazing new stuff. Oh, you're getting me excited, Johan. If we're all getting this cool stuff, I can maybe forgive you for the shit you did in the past months. When I play difficulty 6, it's just too many charges, as it always has been. This isn't really a question, but he says, agree. It's fine if one mission is charger heavy and another is hordes of chaff, but it does devolve into charges just galore. Okay, see, the problem here is not of the amount of chargers, but how quickly you can kill them. Currently, you can only kill a charger fast enough, like it's a single charger with the the orbital precision strike, the 500 kg, or the orbital rail cannon. And yes, you can use your rocket launchers, but you need to move forward, like we talked before, because or else you're gonna lose that one damage. So, and you can't remove the armor from the charger leg to kill it fast enough. And that's like, you need to buff the weapons before reducing the number of enemies, because having a lot of enemies to kill is fun if our weapons can deal with them. Okay? Moving on. Where was I? Stupid wolf. Okay, here. For the mech rearm, have you guys thought of using the supply backpack to reload mechs? If you're gonna go mech only, it makes sense to pick it anyways. If you can supply teammates, why not mechs? Yeah, but we think some sort of resupply base with infinite ammo would be the way to go. We will have to see. So the base he talked before, where if you want ammo, you have to go back on foot or with the mech to resupply, and therefore get away from the objectives. Okay, makes sense. We will have to see. We have a design workshop sometime in the future to connect the dots. So a workshop. Okay, Could we get some weapon lab to improve weapons using samples? Once you have them maxed out, they are pretty much useless. He's talking about the samples, of course. You are close to what we are working on. So the workshop, basically, is still talking about the workshop. Okay. There has been a lot of discussion. Hold up, give me a moment. There's been a lot of discussion going on when people asking about the priorities of certain things. But I was wondering, what is the absolute top of the list right now for priorities that you're allowed to tell us? Fixing our update accuracy is first. Then tech stability to ensure we don't crash the game with updates. Then progression. Okay, that's pretty good. Question. It seems like balancing is based around teamwork, and coming off of HD1, where the team is forced to stick together because they share the screen, but at HD2, we can and will easily become split up. So perhaps there is a mistake in approach. This isn't Helldiver 1, and you can't balance around teamwork the same way. Well, it's even more important to ensure that we do get synergies from teamwork as players can spread out. The game tries to make players want to stick together. Yeah, sure. If you go alone, you're gonna get you're not gonna get anyone covering you, and if you get a bug breach on you or a bot drop, you're on your own. Do you plan to bring the Exo 51 Lumberer exosuit to Helldivers 2? Yes, but I don't know when. What kind of exosuit is this? A 90mm cannon into the design, so it's pretty much an autocannon. It also armed with a flamethrower to deal with smaller threats. Okay, so it's oh yes, so it's autocannon plus flamethrower. So anti-tank and crowd control. Okay, this sounds dope against bugs, but could be useful against bots, depending on how good it is the autocannon, because bots don't really suffer the flamethrower. But if you give me the same range the Hulks have with the flamethrower, then that's a whole another story, a whole different story. And it's coming, nice. Is there any way you guys could incorporate the other sentry into the sentry manual targeting upgrade? Oh, the ship upgrade, yes. If not, is there a way to make it so sentries and also drones do not shoot at enemies they cannot even damage? It's a good idea, so he likes the idea, but nothing else. He says nothing else about this. Mech Hellbomb explosion for an emergency release as a last resort. This comes from Odo livestream where they were where he was considering some useful things about the mechs. So yeah, this was original design, but we didn't have time to do the eject mechanics. So you can eject from the he's not talking about a self-destruction here feature, but an eject mechanic was planned. So maybe we'll have it in the future. Would be so cool, yeah. I'd hope they iterate on their approach in HD1 personally and go down the customization route rather than the upgrades. Yes, we are looking at the customization. Okay, let's hope so. We want that. Do you plan to bring flying vehicles to the game, or would be completely out of questions? I promise the tech lead we will never. A lot of assumptions have been made on that. So they made assumption on this because of the leaked stratagems of the Pelican, but I think that's like that was the drone stratagem, that there was just maybe a Pelican flying controlled by AI and you take control of the guns. However, it will be so dope to have like some sort of helicopter. I am a sucker for helicopters, and having a game where I can kill enemies, PvE games where I can drive a helicopter with my teammates, it will be so fucking fun. And granted, I understand it will make it will make a lot of the fights trivial because most enemies can't fly, and I agree. People could chase this, and that's why they're probably not implementing it. But some sort of gunship would be so dope. I like, but it's just so unfortunate that I probably will never get this. Some sort of player controlled gunship. That's why I mean. Regarding the Eruptor's shrapnel, it had insane AoE uses, but now it's like a firecracker. Yeah, pretty much. Agree. At first, it used the orbital airburst shrapnel, which of course was a tad too much, but removing it completely was the wrong way to go. So some genius decided to give like they pressed the Control F, looked for shrapnel in the code, and was like, "Hey, look at that! This piece of code uses shrapnel," and it was the airburst. And they poof, they put it onto the Raptor. You know what? You could have used something else. You could have put the shrapnel of the exploding plants. That's fine. That's a shrapnel too. Exploding plants, those spiky plants that explode on some planets. That would be a perfect addition. Or even the Eagle airburst. Those can't really kill chargers. I don't think so. Would be dope. But holy shit! The airburst, the orbital airburst can kill charger if it hits them in the ass just fine, just right. Sorry. So like, bro, like you need to test the things before fucking releasing them. And so the Raptor got murdered, reminding you with the excuse of friendly fire or self-damage, removing the shrapnel with that excuse. But instead, the real reason is this one that you kept hidden to us for so long. It was using the shrapnel of a fucking orbital stratagem. Of course, it's broken on a primary weapon, dude. Give it some different shrapnel, but give it the shrapnel back. Jeez. Boosters. A few of them are just too useful to ignore. Agreed, but we don't want to nerf them. Yeah, that's not the point. You need to buff the other ones, like I suggested in my balance video. I'd say localized confusion should be changed into a 50% increased time for enemies to call in reinforcements. So basically increase the time an enemy needs to be into its call-in animation for a bug breach to happen or for a bot drop to happen. Like, this makes sense, but no, this has to be in the base game. I'm sorry. Like, an enemy has to be like at least half a second or 1 second into its calling animation, so to trigger a bug breach or a bot drop. That's it. Like, no need to upgrade the booster. And of course, he likes the idea, but I don't, because like, sure, like if you want to add it, it's fine, okay. But yeah, Platoon system soon. I don't know the status. The status will check, okay. Can you give us bonuses for staying in proximity to other Helldivers? We don't want to use artificial MSAs, but we have talked about it. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about here, but it would be cool to give some sort of incentive for staying together. Okay, it looks like this is the last question. When everyone else is dead and you're spectating the last man in Darktide, it's tense. When the same thing happens in Helldivers 2, you're checking your watch and wondering what's taking this guy so long to punch in the reinforce. And you don't care if he dies because the game will auto-reinforce the team anyway. Yes, team wipe should be a bigger deal than it is. Any ideas how to make it so? What do you guys think of a team wipe the deploying squad at least completed objective or insertion point? Whichever is the most recent. I don't know, like, you could do something when, like, I really don't know. I'd have to think about this to give a suggestion, but okay, this is the last one. Then we have a final message from Johan. I need to board the plane. It was great talking to you all again. Okay, and he went home. Okay, and that's basically it, guys. That was a whole lot of questions. I hope... tell me what you think in the comments, because like, I liked what I just... many things I read here. And he talked about adding new stuff. And finally, he also talked about the Raptor specifically, yes, but the weapon customization system. I can't wait to have that. I cannot wait, I swear. And and if they introduce a weapon customization system, they will not have to like introduce different variants of weapons, because I don't need a silenced liberator with a different name. Just let me put a suppressor on my standard liberator to be more stealth, to make less noise, to attract less patrols. That would be so dope. Please do that. And thank you for watching, guys. Thank you really much. See you next one.